Hey Gemini, how's everybody doing? Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. For those of you that are dealing with a Leo, I'm seeing somebody come through and tell you something. I'm seeing this happen like rapidly, or they clear something up for you. You may be a little bit in your head about this. That may be a specific message. What's going on? So we're starting off with the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Swords. Lots of different people showing up to the party. You may have to help yourself with something here. Yeah, you may feel like you need to step it up and advocate for yourself because like someone else like may not be aware of that, or like somebody is very out of sync with you, and so like you need to say something and maybe you wish that you didn't have to, but this situation requires it. This can even be a moment where like somebody is not like thinking of you, and you may be in some sort of shared dynamic with this person, and like you need to bring something to light because there's a sense of them like not seeing you. Maybe they're very involved in their own stuff right now. You focusing on yourself and saying that's what's going to be happening is important here, because I'm seeing like if you're not looking out for yourself, nobody is. And that's why this is important, because otherwise there's going to be a sense of like maybe even feeling like you're neglecting yourself. But I'm seeing like some conversation needs to be had. So like you may not want to have a new start, but that may be what's happening here. I was looking at the Fool on the bottom of the deck and the, I think the Five of Cups. Yeah, I keep getting the message of like help yourself, but it's like you have to say something. Something has to be brought to light. This can even be like in a work setting too. Seeing you feel like on the fence, you're not sure how you're feeling about, like someone even that you're working with. This can be like someone you're spending time with, or somebody that you're collaborating with in a way. You could even be like interacting with someone and feel confused as to like whether or not this is something like happy or fulfilling for you. Yeah, there's a sense of like still not knowing completely how you feel about. It's like something about the interaction that you're having with someone, or the dynamic. Maybe you're even trying to figure out whether this is feasible or not for you. But like it seems like emotions are on the line. This can be too an inconclusive type of situation that you're like, you know what, I'm done being in this fog and I'm actually just gonna step out. And you may be, I think you're ending something completely, because you could have even given someone a chance. It's like you may have had a new beginning with someone or something like that, and you're like, this is not working out. And you may just be like, I'm done with this. I'm like, this is not working for me. And you may be like restarting a new beginning. And this is all about you taking care of yourself, but you may have needed to actually end something in order to do this. It's like you want this new beginning for yourself, like starting in this place. There's definitely an emphasis on pentacles, so like this may be something like related to your material reality, but there needed to be a conversation about like something coming to an end with someone prior to you being able to have this new beginning that you wanted. And it was like some type of dynamic or like some back and forth that was happening between you and another person. And I'm seeing it just be like you weren't sure how you felt about it. Maybe you didn't know how this person felt about it. There's something that just, it seems like it still hasn't been cleared up, but I don't think that you care. I think you're like, it doesn't matter whether this is resolved or not, it's over. Like, I'm seeing you just want to start something new. It's like, you don't want to have to be dealing with this anymore. I'm hearing something about someone clowning around. I'm hearing clowning around specifically. It's like, maybe someone was being very unclear with you about something. And it's like, I'm not going to try to make sense of this. I'm seeing you just go ahead and end something. It's like, you didn't feel like you were getting what you wanted here. This is about your standards. This is what it's coming down to. And I think something needed to end because you weren't feeling like something was fair or like somebody wasn't showing up. And that could have even been like what you were trying to sort out with this person, but it's like still inconclusive. Although I'm getting that you knew, even if things like were not made clear on this person's behalf, there's a sense of like knowing something here. It feels related to trying to figure out what someone is going to be for you and how you feel towards them and also how they feel towards you. I'm seeing like something about the third eye being foggy here. I wonder why that is. Though I don't think that it matters to you anymore. I think that you actually end up just walking away from this completely. It's one of those situations where it's like, we can sit here and be puzzled about this forever, or I can just move away because this isn't making sense to me, and I'm seeing you leave. It's like, you don't even want to wait for this to make sense to you. I'm seeing you just walk away. A new beginning seems like it's more important to you than dealing, like, in matters of whatever's going on with this person. It's specifically about the dynamic that you have. Like, I'm seeing the focus be on that. It's not just about, like, this person or whatever. It's specifically about the dynamic you have with them. And your feelings about, like, who they are to you and how they're feeling towards you. Like, as I said before, all about the dynamic. Just seeing something very confusing happening here. Yeah, I'm seeing it just be like a win for you to walk out of this situation. Because you know what? If somebody wanted to make things clear for you, especially it's like Gemini, if anyone is going to make something clear, like, is it not you? If you wanted to, you know how to communicate, you know this person is capable of communicating. If somebody's deliberately being confusing or like not being clear with you, definitely deliberate. Or like someone is not figuring out how they feel, and I'm seeing you just be like, time's up, and you just walk out the door. It's just like not worth it anymore for you to be waiting around for someone that's like not giving you a clear answer. It's like, and this person may too be in one of those modes where it's like they're acting like they don't know what they're doing, but behind it all, like, there's stuff that's not being communicated, and I think that you're seeing through that too. I'm hearing for some of you too, like, it's one of those situations where, like, this may have been a game that you played in the past with someone, and so, like, now that someone's doing this to you, there's a sense of, like, being familiar with how this works. That's what I'm getting too. It's like, you know about this game, like, maybe you've done this before or experienced something similar before, you know what's going on. It's, like, deliberately somebody, like, being confusing or not being clear with you, and I'm just seeing you decide to take yourself elsewhere. I'm seeing it even be like a matter of confidence too in how you're being treated. It's like In order for you to have the new beginning you want, you needed to get this thing started. Because this person is not telling you which side of the fence they're on, you're just gonna like leave them there and they're just gonna sit. And I'm seeing like you continue on the journey, and this is like where the road ends between the two of you. And I'm seeing you be like, I'm focusing on my self-care. I cannot have like this relationship or this person or this dynamic around if I'm going to like be confident, especially in my voice, and feeling like I'm properly like tending to myself. And I'm seeing that you don't feel like you can have an equally balanced relationship connection dynamic with this person, especially on an emotional level. I'm curious to know what the High Priestess is here for. Something could just be like very out of balance with them emotionally too, or like within the dynamic that you share with them. What's up, Gemini? I'm looking at Scorpio right under you. I'm also looking at the moon. I'm seeing Cancer is here too. And you. You could have started something and been like kind of keeping it to yourself or keeping it a secret even because you weren't sure how you were feeling about it or how you were feeling towards someone. I think that you're trusting yourself and like making some type of independent decision, even here, prioritizing your emotions. It looks like you're channeling like a lot of different aspects of your energy, like archetypally speaking. Because I'm seeing like earth, fire, water, air. I'm seeing like the air energy be quite assertive. And that may be hard too, because it's like the King of Swords is having a conversation with the Queen of Cups about like balance and reciprocity. It's like sitting at the table discussing this, and like the King of Swords can be kind of harsh for the Queen of Cups. So it's like you may have needed to have a conversation with someone and you did not want to hurt their feelings, or like this person is extremely sensitive. There's even a question of dealing with someone that may be like very intuitive too, and like you may have come off in an abrasive way, or this could have been vice versa, or like that was the fear even, but like something needed to be brought to light. There may have been a bit of an over delivery or an overstatement with the conversation, but you may have just felt like that was the best you could do, or this person felt like that was the best they could do having this conversation with you. Like I'm seeing someone like may have been like more aggressive than they needed to be potentially, but maybe that was like the only way that made sense to like clear things up or make a statement and be like, nope, this isn't working for me, I'm walking away. Getting like there's definitely a sense of like insecurity for someone, and that may have been the sense of like making more of an overstatement, or somebody was a little feeling a little bit triggered, and that's why this happened too. Because I'm seeing like a conversation may have possibly been more like had an easier sense of banter with it, and instead like I don't know, maybe you guys just have two very different communication styles even. I'm getting pain in my left pinky. I'm even getting something about a ring finger. Something about your commitment with this person. So what happens now? You walk away. For some reason, I just get the feeling like somebody had been keeping you waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and not clearing something up for you about like where they stood emotionally. And I'm seeing that be frustrating to you because it's like something was not evolving or it was kind of frozen in time. It's like you're trying to work with a partner and like do this obstacle course with them, but they're still at the starting line. It's like they haven't even taken a step here. So you can't do it with them. And it's like you guys were supposed to be partners even. But it's like there's just such a lack of communication. The communication should be easier. There's definitely some type of block. And like unwillingness too. I'm now feeling like a pain in my left like shoulder blade area. Can we clear that? Some of you may be like holding some tension in your body too. Something even going on with the neck, or like it's because of stress. I'm seeing there be a moment where you don't want to do something, but you know that that's what you're being guided to do, and so I think you're going to make the choice. For some of you too, like somebody could have regretted something. Like, I don't know if this is you telling someone that you regret something, and you don't know whether or not they're going to accept what you have to say. It's like I'm seeing even two people with their backs turned towards each other, but somebody's going to turn around and message the other person or like contact the other person. But there's a question about like whether or not this is going to be accepted, because somebody may like kind of dismiss this or brush it off even. That may also be like what the fear is too, and why this hasn't happened yet. This is somebody from your past. I mean, which would only make sense too. It's like, why would this be somebody random? If this is somebody coming through apologizing to you, I think that you're going to have your guard up a little bit. Yeah, somebody wants to make some sort of offer to you. I don't think you're going to take it. But there is like something sentimental still going on between you and this person. And that's what has you be like, maybe I take it, maybe I don't. That's the only reason. If you did not have the history that you have with this person, you would not even consider this. Your history and the nostalgia is the only reason this hits the table to be considered. And I think you're trying to like debate or figure out whether this is something you want or not. But like there's definitely like some type of forgiveness or like reconciliation type of vibe that's needed if this is going to work out. But if like you are not in that place and you also don't trust this person's energy, I'm not seeing that happening here. But like somebody's definitely making the effort to come through to you. And this person may even like feel guided by something or some reason to come through and say what they need to say. It's like maybe they even saw the light and now they feel like they need to make something right and talk to you about this. Like they could even be coming through for like spiritual or religious reasons. Something like that. There's like some higher power that they're associating this decision with is what I'm seeing. Like, maybe it helped them to see something they needed to see. And I am seeing them want to give an offer to you. They, like, want to reconnect in a way that's, like, I don't know, something about your past and wanting to reconnect with you and, like, the past and what you guys had. I think they also know that you were, like, they let you down. And that's also, like, as I said before, why they're not sure, like, whether or not you want to engage with them. It's like they're thinking about your past and, like, you are too, but you may not have, like, as many fond memories as this person. So, like, for some of you, they're still, like, considering, they're trying to, like, I'm hearing, like, estimate, like, trying to figure out whether or not you would, like, be open to them if they reach out to you. So this may be something still that they're contemplating, like, whether they're going to come through or not. And it's because, like, they're not sure if you'll be receptive to it. I'm looking at Mercury, Taurus, and also the King of Pentacles. So this is somebody that you would perceive in that, like, type of energy, archetypally speaking. Could have been somebody that you had, like, a committed relationship with in the past, or somebody that you worked with, or, like, any type of, like, fatherly masculine type of figure. Somebody that would have been relatively, like, stable and reliable, but somebody that could, like, prioritize, like, work or other things over you and your relationship. Things along those lines. Yeah, I feel like they failed to show up in some way for you. And I do think that they regret this. I just think that they're worried about you not, like, being receptive to them coming through. What's interesting is that, like, I'm not really getting anything from you. Like, I don't know how you feel about this. Like, this is all this other person's story. But I mean, Crosswatcher, maybe you'll really resonate with this. They may be working on, like, creating some type of stability for themselves, and until they do that, they're not going to come through and say something. It's like they want to get something squared away before they come through and show up. Because they're still, like, working through something, and I'm seeing them try to resolve this before they make an offer. But yeah, they think that it may be, like, controversial, or, like, may cause some sort of fight or issue to come through again. Like, for some reason, they're definitely weary of contacting you, Gemini. But they think you're their Two of Cups, so I'm seeing them definitely be, like, motivated by you. They definitely have you in mind here. But, like, yeah, they feel conflicted because they don't think that you're receptive, and they feel stressed out because of the history that you have with them. Which is, like, there are two sides of it. There's, like, intensity because of the history that you have, and, like, some of it is desirable and some of it is maybe undesirable. But there's definitely, like, a lot heavily going on there energetically. Yeah. As they work through this, they're going to gain the clarity that they need, and I think that they're going to end up coming through to clarify something for you, and they may be explaining, like, why they took so long to show up, too. If this person is able to successfully work this out, they will be coming through. If they are not able to successfully work this out for themselves, they are not going to come through. It all depends on, like, how much this person reflects, and if they work this through and heal what needs to be healed, especially, like, some type of anxiety even related to love, like commitment, stuff like that showing up for you. So, like, in other words, it's like if this person can do the work and get brave, they're going to come through. If not, I don't think you're going to hear from them. I think they're going to, like, bow out of this. Mercury, Taurus. And that is it. All right, my friends, we're going to leave the reading here at 25. I'd like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.